one of you guys asked me the great question of how to become a millionaire. And even though I'm not a millionaire yet, I will share with you my plan or my way of thinking on how to become one. I'm playing in hard mode. Some of you may not even know this. I'm from Greece. I come from a Greek background. I work in Greece. I already have a couple of businesses in Greece. One has the biggest source of my income, and I make right now a little over 10K a month. I started from absolutely zero and worked my way up the stages, doing coaching, then selling courses, selling programs, basically turning my skill into a product or a service. And that's the first thing, that's the first lesson out of my plan on how to become a millionaire, and maybe how you can learn something from this as well. There are different stages. First, you have to identify where you're viable, where you can solve a problem for someone. If you are absolutely useless to other people have the money. You have to give them something in order to take some of their money, in legal ways, of course. And how you give someone, how someone needs something from you. Of course, you have to solve a problem that he has. You have to solve a problem that he has. So if you are useless and can't solve no problems, then you won't get paid. You won't make more money. Once you get some valuable skills, maybe that's video editing, maybe that's creating content, maybe that's gathering attention. We live in the attention economy, 2023. Now, we live in the society where if you can gather attention, you can sell anything to anyone if you know how to talk, how to communicate, how to sell. So the first step to making money in general is knowing a valuable skill. Skills right now are even more valuable than degrees. People with degrees, I was reading a book the other day, I think it's The Psychology of Money, the name. Yes, The Psychology of Money, I have it over there. And one of the things that it was saying is that only 25% of the people that get degrees actually practice the degree that they have. So their work doesn't have to do anything with the degree that they have. It doesn't even matter at the end of the day. And I live in Greece, I live in hard mode. Most of you guys probably live in the easy mode, like US, England. It's easier there when it regards to here. Of course, the competition is higher, but here the wages are even lower. I think the lowest wage here, or the average wage, is around 780 euros a month, which is one of the lowest in Europe. And it's insane how hard it is here. But the point is that degrees don't even matter anymore. What matters are skills. If you have the valuable skill, and it can be anything, it can even be something that it's not even online. If you can take it from the physical world and get it to the online world, to the digital world, you can make money from that. That's the one thing. That's an absolutely numero uno, most important thing you have to start on, getting a skill, because then you start a TikTok account, you start an Instagram account, you start a YouTube account, and you share just your work with other people, just your results, just your one thing. You have to find your one thing. And from there, you gather your attention. If you are valuable, if you are efficient, if you get things done, and you show some results to people and you gather their attention, then you can sell them whatever you want. You can basically sell them a product, you can sell them a service, something that will make their life easier. But let's get back to me. I told you some info and some intelligence, shared with you some intelligence. If you get value from this video already, you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can see more of that, and leave me questions down below. Subscribe to the channel. When it comes to me, right now, I told you already that I make a little over 10K a month. That can make me a millionaire in the span of the next less than 10 years. Maybe it's like 8 to 9. I don't plan on staying around 10K. I plan on building that income more. That's one thing. Most people think that they can save their way to becoming a millionaire. Absolutely not. And I don't think there is a point in getting there, saving. Because then you don't even use it. You get like 60, 65. I don't want to have a great life when I'm 65. I want to have a great life when I'm 25. Well, that's when I want to become a millionaire, when I'm 35, not when I'm 65. So I work hard and I plan on becoming as soon as possible. And you get that through businesses, through creating income. The first step is creating the value to other people, get their money basically, provide them a good service, a good product, and then you have your first source of income. One thing that I used to listen to, and I was panicking to get more sources of income, is that millionaires and billionaires and this guy and the other guy have like 6 to 12 sources of income. Yeah, that's bullshit. Of course they have, but if you are starting right now, you don't need 7, you just need to build one huge one, and you move from there. That's one thing. So you have to take your first steps to create the income, to start moving the needle. And from there, what you have to do is not only preserve that, learn to control your economics, your financial. You have to have financial literacy. One thing that Luke Belmar taught me was that finance is the language of the elite. And that's true. You have to learn how to control your finance as well. I'll maybe teach you some of this stuff if you follow me on Instagram. I give absolutely free tips every day. Follow me there. And you have to speak this language, because if you learn how to speak it, if you learn how to understand and use money in your daily life and in your business, then you can get to the next level, which is multiply. So you need to create the value for other people, create the income for you, then learn how to control it, learn how to preserve it, and from there learn how to multiply it. My focus right now is on everything. That doesn't sound good, but that's how, as a solo entrepreneur, that's my focus right now. I focus, of course, on creating, on preserving that 10K every month and even more, creating even more. I'm planning on making new courses from my Greek, basically the people that are watching me from Greece, and new products, new services, so I can sell them more stuff, create more money from there. And my next step, when it comes to preserving, the other great thing that I heard from preserving and the importance of knowing your financials. I heard this thing years ago, that great businesses, think of it, companies, stocks, companies mostly, Apple, Microsoft, they are not there at the top of the list of the most valuable companies just because they had good products. They got there because they knew how to manage all the money that they have. They knew when to take loans. They knew when to invest in something. They knew how much to invest in something. If you don't know how to do that, how much to invest and where, when to take money from the business, when to put money in the business, then your business will fail. And that's why most businessmen fail. Most businessmen, one another reason that they fail is they don't even have a digital presence, which is a crime in our days. Right now, in the modern age. So from that, the first step, let's go back to the steps, create. Then you have to learn how to preserve, how to manage your financials. And then you have to learn how to multiply. When it comes to multiplying, I don't think of it just as keeping my customers. I'm good at that, and the long-term value of them, the LTV. I focus in other stuff like investments. I'm not the Warren Buffett, of course, I'm not Warren Buffett, but I like investing into crypto and stocks. I do that on the side. I'm sharing some technical analysis, some of my investments here, and you may see some of those. You may see my portfolio in the next couple of days and my investments. And I'm planning on building a portfolio there too. But I have many different types of investments, but the biggest one and the most important one, and I think that should be for you as well, if you're planning, like me, to becoming a millionaire one day, and I think for me that will be very soon. You may want to listen to me. I would, because I know from where I started, is the first one, having the business, having the skill so you can turn it into a business. That's the absolute number one tip. If you don't do that, saving your way to becoming a millionaire will take decades. Cutting your expenses, there's no point in that. I think always the point is to creating more money, making more cash flows, building your skills, your skill set, your business, and that will make you richer over time. And from there, if you are good at investing, if you listen to someone that is good in investing, you can multiply your income even more. Those are the first steps, the way I think of it right now. As a 24-year-old, that's my age, and having built a business from absolutely zero alone, from 0 to 10K, over 10K a month. Those are my thoughts on how I'm planning to become a millionaire. Hope you enjoyed this video.